There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey & Glasser and by the West Virginia Division of Tourism, welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Larry Groce.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around a simple song. Well, thank you so much. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. We are at our home at the Culture Center Theater in Charleston, and this is a special day because we are right in the middle of the great blizzard of late January. As you're listening to this, I hope that you are warm and looking forward to spring. But we had about 18 inches of snow here in Charleston, even though this show was sold out for several weeks. Not everybody could make it, but we got a lot of brave souls that did make it, and they're going to hear a wonderful show. Guster is with us. They came down from Boston, and they actually canceled the show last night so they could do this, and we really appreciate that. What a great band they are. Also, one of our dear friends have been coming here for 26 years. Mr. Robert Earl Keen is with us. Came up from Texas, and he braves the snow, too. And we also have a special guest, which I'm not going to reveal right now. During the next hour, you will hear that guest too. But we're going to open up with a duo and their friends. It's made up of Michael McDermott and Heather Horton, a husband-wife team. And Michael's been on the show twice before, way back in 1994 and then 2007. Very, very strong singer and songwriter. And he's had his ups and downs in the music business, and he's been on several labels, and he'll tell you his own past has been checkered, but he's learned from that, and he's drawn songs. He's an Irishman, and he loves stories, and he loves to put his stories into songs. So now he's got a band that can do that really, really well. And they have a new record out there now called 6 on the Out. I think you're going to like their music. Please welcome, for the first time as a band on the Mountain Stage, the Westies.
I think Larry was implying that I tell tall tales, but I don't know if that's true. But I do have one quick, short, true story that the governor called, because we drove in from Chicago last night, and he was making sure everything was okay, and he thought because of the state of an emergency, he thought he would rename the state Westies, Virginia. So I'd like to thank him personally for that.
Well, they let me out last Thursday, and I'm not feeling well. I've been wandering these streets near this broken down motel. I ran into Lucky Leo. He said he could hook me up. I should be long gone, but right now I'm kinda stuck. Why hast thou forsaken me? I'm right back here again. But if I had a gun, well, I'd show you where I'd been. It's hard to keep on going. It's even harder going straight. Too much time for bad ideas, too much pain to contemplate. There's a bar across the street, it doesn't have a sign. You wouldn't set foot in there unless you're willing to do some time. No, there isn't that much talking, everyone keeps to themselves. But if I had a gun, well, I'd blow 'em all to hell. Desperation growling like a madman in a tower. One day to the other, I can't tell them apart. The hunger fuels my soul and the anger fuels my heart. Yeah, I'm tired of being pushed around. I can't seem to break free. Oh, but if I had a gun, I might point it back at me. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Suzanne is turning tricks in the room right next door. I hear the men a coming, I hear them more and more. But last night she got hit, she got slammed into the wall. Then this guy, he pushed right past me when I said the cops were called. Yeah, I recognize his face from that bar across the street. Oh, but if I had a gun, I would have blown him off his feet. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. And maybe I'll call up Leo, see what he has in mind. Oh, but if I had a gun, well, I'd go and get what's mine. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I'll put one right between his eyes. Thank you. Yeah, I have these dreams about trains. At least a couple times a week. I wake startled and breathless. I can't form the words to speak. It takes me a second to recover, and I need to take a look around. Each one's different from the other. I wake to hear not a sound. Yeah, I have these dreams about trains. Yeah, I have these dreams about trains. Yeah, I have these dreams about trains. and some are eastbound steam trains for the coast, and some are bearing down on me. Some come through the falling snow, and some are carrying a casket, and some have people inside. Some lay pennies in its path. Some come from the mountainside. Yeah, I have these dreams about trains. Yeah, I have these dreams about trains. Yeah, I have these dreams about trains. Hey. Woo-hoo. Yeah, last call all aboard. Come along now, all ye go. And the conductors before me are in the bar giving the toast, 'cause we have miles to go before we sleep, and there are bridges we need to cross. The woods are lovely, dark and deep. I have these dreams about trains. And some are to reunite lovers. When I see a black plume of smoke, I know they're safe in the arms of one another. Some will salute as it's passing by. I can feel the engines are running high. I have these dreams about trains, and I don't think they're ever gonna stop. Yeah, I have these dreams about trains. Yeah, I have these dreams about trains. Yeah, I have these dreams about trains. I have these dreams about trains. I have these dreams about trains. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, as Larry said, it's been I'm here about every 10 years. And so when we were deciding if we could make it from Chicago because of the weather, everybody's asking, can you reschedule? And I said, well, I was here in 94, and then 2007, and then 2016. I said, reschedule for 2025 or what? Like, I don't want to take that chance. So anyway, this is my wife, Heather Lynn Horton. She saved my life in many ways. She really did.
On midnight you. I see it in your cold and sad eyes. Your doubt was telling me lies. That's not the look that I once knew. Babe, do you love me? Do you think you still love me? I want you to love me like you used to. Lately, babe, I've been thinking maybe if you stop your drinking, maybe our passion would burn the fiery blue. But some things got broke, some shattered. You're all that ever mattered. Yet somehow you never knew. Babe, do you love me? Do you think you still love me? I want you to love me like you used to. Some shit got broke, some shattered, but you're all that ever mattered. Yet somehow I don't think you ever knew. Babe, do you love me? Do you think you still love me? 'Cause I want you to love me like you used to. Babe, do you love me? Think you still love me? Wish you would love me like you used to.
Isn't she something? All right, we got time for one more song. I've been clean and sober 2 years now, and I figured I got to stop writing about. Thank you. Thank you. But I figured I got to stop writing about bars, because that's kind of all you write what you know, and I was a barfly. So anyway, this was kind of my swan song to bar songs. It's just 4 different scenarios of experiences. One about scoring narcotics in Texas, and one about almost being killed in Mississippi, being in New York City during 9/11, and a good friendship in Chicago. And based on that, I think you could figure out where we're from. So this is called Bars. Thanks for listening, folks.
Yeah, I know a place. It's down in Texas. It's up near Fort Worth, called the Thorny Crown. And I was there in the late 90s when I was roving town to town. And I'm not sure if it's still there. I kinda doubt it would be. I woke up that morning with blood on my pillow. Sometimes you need the chains to get free. Now I know a place in Mississippi. It's called Howlin' Mass. I think it's Tupelo. It was in Jackson, or maybe Biloxi, or Tunica. Hell, I don't know. All I remember is the feeling that I wouldn't make it out of there alive. 'Cause sometimes you need the darkness in order to ever see the light. Yeah, so many miles I have traveled, so many a dim-lit bar. 'Cause when things start to unravel, you're gonna find out who you are. Now I know this place, it's on the Upper West Side. It's in New York City, the Dublin House, its name. I met a girl there on 9/11. Her name was Jill, or Judy, or Jane. She was younger, she was wilder than me, and she thought she was smarter than everyone. But over a pint, she said round midnight, sometimes you gotta lose to know when you won. Now I don't know why they call it Stanley's. It's in Chicago, and Donnie is the man. When I was struggling and I had no money, Donnie Cruz lended me his hand. Now 10 years later, I'm still working, providing for my daughter and wife. Because sometimes you need the darkness in order to ever see the light. Yeah, so many miles I have traveled, so many a dim-lit bar. 'Cause when things start to unravel, you're gonna find out who your friends really are. Yeah, sometimes you need the darkness. Yeah, sometimes you gotta heed the darkness. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna need the darkness in order to ever see the light. We're the Westies. Thank you very much. It was an honor.
Michael McDermott, Heather Horton, and the whole band, the Westies right there from Chicago. And the new CD is called 6 on the Out. And you can tell, good songwriters, and they let it all hang out. Sometimes it's raw, it's always blue collar, and it's always entertaining. They can rock out and they can sing one like that last beautiful song, the Westies. It's time for Julie Adams and the Mountain Stage Band to do a tune for you. Mountain Stage Band, as usual, is Ron Soule back there on the acoustic guitar. He's the leader of the band. Ryan Kennedy, who you just heard there playing with the Westies, playing lead guitar. is one of our lead guitarists. Michael Lipton is the other one. Bob Thompson's over there on the piano. Ahmed Solomon is our drummer, and Steve Hill is our bass player. And Julie has chosen a song written by Steve Young, a man who was on the show a good while ago. But he wrote a song that the Eagles took and really did big things with it, called Seven Bridges Road. And we're going to have a couple of tributes to Glenn Frey today. This one will be one of them. Please welcome Julie Adams.
There are stars in the southern sky, southward as you go. There is moonlight and moss in the trees down the Seven Bridges Road. Now I have loved you like a baby, like some lonesome child. I have loved you in a tame way, and I have loved you wild. Sometimes there is a part of me has to turn away and go, running like a child beneath warm stars down the Seven Bridges Road. Now there are stars in the southern sky, and if ever you decide you wanna go, there's a taste of time, sweet and honey, down the Seven Bridges Road.
Julie Adams, the Mountain Stage Band. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Philadelphia, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by the West Virginia Division of Tourism, celebrating the diversity of live music in wild, wonderful West Virginia, from newgrass to indie pop. at outdoor festivals or in coffee houses. Request your travel guide at go2wv.com. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. If you have a minute, I hope you'll take a look at our website, mountainstage.org. You can find links to our podcast there, and you can follow us at just about every form of social media. And someday, we hope that you'll join us in the audience. You can find what our next live show is at the website, and you get your tickets right there, too. That's mountainstage.org. And today, we're proud that this audience has made it to the auditorium because we are in the great blizzard. Even though it was short, it was pretty serious here at the end of January. So as you listen, keep in mind that we're under almost 20 inches of snow here in Charleston. And our next friends spent some time in their bus over at Charlottesville in the storm, trying to figure out if they were going to make it out of there, but they did, and we're so happy they did because they are some of our best friends. Robert Earl Keen's been visiting us since 1989. At that time, he was just starting to make his mark in Texas music, and now he's made his mark on American music and the world music scene too. Great singer and songwriter. I think the most recent is his 12th studio album. It was a bluegrass record called Happy Prisoner, the Bluegrass Sessions, but he's best known as a singer and songwriter of kind of an alt-country Americana style. And I know you've heard him before if you know anything about Americana music. He lives down in Bandera, Texas, originally from Houston. Brought a great band of musicians, as he always does. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Mr. Robert Earl Keen.
Thank you very much. So great to be here. I used a shovel for an hour, a snow shovel for an hour for the first time in my life today. It was a rewarding experience. Thank you very much. We're going to get started. Poor Ellen Smith, how was she found? Shot through the heart, lying cold on the ground. Her hair was all matted, clothes scattered around. Blood marks a spot where poor Ellen was found. They picked up their rifles and hunted me down. Found me a loafing in Mount Airy town. The sheriff told me my plea was in vain, then tied me and bound me in shackles and chains. in this prison for many long years. Each night I see Ellen through my bitter tears. As she lay dying, I ran to be free. I heard her crying, Lord have mercy on me. Tomorrow they'll hang me, I'll go to my death. So goes the story of poor Ellen Smith. Poor Ellen Smith, how was she found? Shot through the heart, lying cold on the ground. Thank you so much. So we're playing some songs from all over, but we're playing some songs from Happy Prisoner of the Bluegrass Session, a record we put out last year. It's a bluegrass record celebrating and paying tribute to bluegrass songs that I grew up with, that I loved and learned when I was in the small little country town of Houston, Texas. And back down there in the holler in Houston, Texas. And we're going to do one right now. I do want to mention that I believe that this is my 11th time on this show. And I understand when you pass 10 times on this show, you get a tuner. So I'm kind of waiting for that later on. Pretty much I'm happy for that. So we're going to do one here called 99 Years for One Dark Day. Been in this prison 20 years or more. Shot my woman with 44. I'll be right here in my dying day. I got 99 years for one dark day. Well, the food is bad, beds are hard. Spend all day breaking rocks in the yard. Ain't no change gonna stay that way. I got 99 years for one dark day. Yes, sir. Sing a song until that water. I ain't wrong. His mind's made up, gonna stay that way. I got 99 years for one dark day. I never learned to read, I never learned to write. My whole life's been one big fight. I never heard one dark day. All right. Let's all play. committed a crime. 20 years ago, I shot my woman with 44. I'll be right here, my dark day. I got 99 years for one dark day. 99 years for one dark day. I was always a big fan of Peter Rowan. Peter Rowan, legend in bluegrass music. I had like Peter's first solo record. It's a really great picture of Peter, and I used to call girls over and say, "You got to come listen to this record with me." And they'd come over and they'd go, "I don't like it." I said, "Well, I don't care. I like it. Get out of here." So I just loved Peter. And then I got to know Peter, and we used to hitchhike to the tennis courts and play tennis. And the only bluegrass thing about that was the hitchhiking part. So we're going to do one of his songs right here. This is called Walls of Time. The wind is blowing across the mountain and down on the valley way below. It sweeps the grave of my darling. When I die, that's where I want to go. Lord, sing for my darling and take her to that home all night. I'll wait my time out here on earth, love, and come to you when I it moans and whispers through the pines. I know that it's my sweetheart calling. I hear through the walls of time. The Lord send the angels for my darling. And take her to that home all night. I'll wait my time out here on the line and come to you when I Our names are carved upon the tombstone. I promised you before you died. Our love will bloom forever, darling. When we rest side by side, Lord, send the angels for my darling. Thank you very much. This song we changed up a little bit. We made a record called Farm Fresh Onions several years ago, and this is one of them. It's called Beats the Devil. I can't remember when I was here, but I'm back again. I barely know your friend, and everything has changed. The sun burned up, the sky turned green, the air it smelled of gasoline. The soldier bore the teenage queen ever since the come estranged. I keep moving like the wind across the sea. What I'm doing beats the devil out of me. I was tethered to the plow. I came untied, I don't know how. That's all behind me now, like some exotic dream. Sticks and stones and bones and blood, and everything I knew was good had vanished with the steam. I keep moving like the wind across the sea. What I'm doing beats the devil out of me. Earth to find a place to rest, some peace of mind. I walk on until I'm blind, until I'm old and gray. So my friend, like to you, I wish you well, and all you do is open your dreams come true. You never have to say. I keep moving like the wind across the sea. What I'm doing beats the devil out of me. Well, like Larry said, I grew up in Houston, Texas, and I went to Texas A&M University. Yes, whoop. And then I moved over to Austin, Texas, and I played music. And the first guys that I played with in a band, we were called the Incredible Robert Keen and some other guys. And the other guys thing came from that old Dave Dudley song, 6 Days on the Road, where it says, I could have a lot of women, but I'm not like some other guys. So that was sort of my theme, my motto back then. So anyway, this song was written by one of the guys I used to play with. His name is Mike Lanscoot, and it goes like this right here. This is not on a record whatsoever. We just like to play it. First time we met, it's the kind of thing they write about in songs. I played the part till she wore out my heart. Blame myself for all she said went wrong. Now she gets to watch the only man she ever loves. He turns his back and slowly walks away. I'm feeling like the wind as it rolls and blows, the dark clouds on the way. Just what made me leave, I guess I never know. The hurt look in her eyes said, honey, please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Coldest when it blows, don't ever stir the leaves. Don't take the cinders up to sing your face. The coldest when it blows is the one that blows within me, makes me disappear without a trace. Just what made me leave, I guess I never know. The hurt look in her eyes said, honey, please don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Just what made me leave, I guess I never know. The hurt look in her eyes said, honey, please don't go. 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 Baby, please don't go. This is a song by Tommy Thompson of the Red Clay Ramblers that I always liked. I always thought this song didn't even need to be a song. It just needed to be a poem on a wall in everybody's living room. just across the Blue Ridge, where the high meadows lay, and the Gilak spreads through the new mown hay. There's a rusty iron bridge across the shady ravine, where the hard road ends and turns to clay. With a suitcase in his hand, there lonesome boy stands, gazing at the river sliding by beneath his feet. But the dark water springs through the black rocks and flows out of sight where the twisted laurel grows. Past the gold tipple towns in the cold December rain, into Charleston runs the new river train, where the hillsides are brown and the broad valley stained by 100,000 lives of work and pain. In a tar paper shack out of town across the track stands an old used up man trying to call something back, but his old memories stained like the city in the haze, and his days have run together like the rain. And the dark water springs through the black rocks and flows out of sight where the twisted laurel grows. So when we were making Happy Prisoner Bluegrass Sessions, I'm sort of known for writing songs, I don't know, that have sort of a theme about drinking. There's some drinking going on in my songs. I got way away from the westerns where there were lots of bodies in my songs, and then I got into the drinking, so that was a little happier. But I come by it honest, you know. My parents used to drive down I-10 and pour themselves a big old giant shot of whiskey and give it to all the kids in the back, and we'd go on wherever, El Paso or someplace. Finally, when the whiskey ran out, it was good as far as the whiskey was still there, but then we had to stop. So you can get it. So we were looking for a good old-fashioned drinking song. This is a Flat and Scruggs song called Hot Corn, Cold Corn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the demijohn. 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 Feather when Uncle Bill see in the morning, yes sir. Upstairs, downstairs, out in the kitchen. Upstairs, downstairs, out in the kitchen. Upstairs, downstairs, out in the kitchen. See Uncle Bill just a raring and a pitching, yes sir. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the demijohn. Feather when Uncle Bill see in the morning, yes sir. Well, it's old Aunt Peggy wants to fill him up again. Old Aunt Peggy wants to fill him up again. Old Aunt Peggy wants to fill him up again. Ain't had a drink since I don't know when, yes sir. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the demijohn. Hot corn, cold corn, bring along the demijohn. Fell when Uncle Bill see in the morning, yes sir. The undercover preacher and the children are crying. The undercover preacher and the children are crying. The undercover preacher and the children are crying. Chickens are running and the turtles are flying. Yes, sir. Hot cocoa corn, bring along the demijohn. Hot cocoa corn, bring along the demijohn. Hot cocoa corn, bring along the demijohn. Farewell, Uncle Bill, see you in the morning. Yes, sir. Hot cocoa corn, bring along the demijohn. Hot cocoa corn, bring along the demijohn. Hot cocoa corn, bring along the demijohn. Farewell, Uncle Bill, see you in the morning. Yes, sir. Before I go any further, I would like to introduce these gentlemen up here. They're incredible guys and wonderful to travel with. And, you know, when we were digging the bus out of the snow today, everybody, you know, I mean, we didn't have enough shovels, but they got spoons, you know, and got their toothpicks, and they were chipping on that ice. It was really a wonderful communion of humanity out there in the snow. It was wonderful. We really loved it. And probably the guy who had the biggest spoon was over here on the dobro, and his name is Marty Muse, ladies and gentlemen. Marty Muse. And this guy, he just got out there with his hands just clawing at the ground, and it was amazing. He like stuck his fingers in the tires and ripping stuff out. It was amazing. So you got to say, how good did he play? Did he play well? Was it good? Yeah. All right. Yeah. He's from Adelaide, Australia, ladies and gentlemen. He's the Australian national manning champion. His name is Kim Warner. He played here before, right? He played here with a band called the Green Cards. He has a band called the Green Cards. Yes, sir. That's right. And over here on the bass guitar from San Marcos, Texas. You know San Marcos, Texas? Well, let me tell you about it. It's interesting. They have a college there. I forgot what it's called because it used to be called Southwest Texas State University Community College and Auto Repair. But now it's called Texas State University. But they have there, this is the plus there in San Marcos. Don't get me wrong, I love San Marcos, beautiful, but I particularly like Herbert's Taco Hut, the greatest cheese enchilada on the whole planet. Here is the big enchilada from San Marcos, Texas on the bass guitar, Bill Whitbeck. With or without onions, ladies and gentlemen. All right, back here on the drums from somewhere all over the world. New Hampshire, that's right, the great state of New Hampshire. Wow, that's pretty dead. I thought you guys were a northern state. Yeah, it's a state of the United States. Got it? Concord is the capital. Yeah? No? Doesn't ring a bell? Fantastic. Okay, now he lives in Austin, Texas. Thank you very much. And he plays the drums, and he's a great drummer, and his name is Tom Van Skyke, ladies and gentlemen. And over here on the guitars and the mandolin, originally from Augusta, Georgia. Yes. Okay. And now he lives in Austin, Texas. He's Austin's premier guitar player. Everybody loves him. Everybody knows him. And so, like, if you get lost during South by Southwest or one of those festivals that they have down there, just call him up. His name is Rich Brotherton. And over here on the fiddle, he plays in a band called Milk Drive, and he's a wonderful fiddle player from Montgomery, Texas. That's sort of behind the pine curtain there in Texas where they hide all the bodies, and he knows where they're all buried. Ladies and gentlemen, on the fiddle, Brian Bacon. We have about 3 more songs for you. We want to thank you so much. You're so nice. I know it's tough to get out here in the snow and this weather, but we really appreciate it. You've been a wonderful audience. We made Oklahoma a little after 3. Randy's brother Bob, my old GMC. We had some moonshine whiskey and some of Bob's homegrown. We were so messed up we didn't know if we were drunk or stoned. Randy was a sad sack, tall, kind of frail, and Bob was a raving maniac, crazier than hell. They'd been kicked out of high school several years ago for pushing over 4 cans of 4-inch rodeo. Since they'd done that little dance right outside of law, popped twice in Oklahoma, once in Arkansas. I don't know what possessed me to want to tag along, 'cause I was raised a Christian and I knew right from wrong. Right and wrong, black and white, across the line you're gonna pay. In the dawn for the light, living out by shades of gray. We stole 2 Charlie Evers from Randy's sweetheart's paw and sold them at the livestock sale outside of Wichita. We got $900 and never did suspect the world of hurt we'd be in once we cashed a check. The next day we heard the story on the local radio. We made our plans that very night to go to Mexico, and I swear we would have made it if it wasn't for the shine. I got sick about the time we crossed that Kansas line. Right and wrong, black and white, cross the line you're gonna pay. In the dawn for the night, live and die by shades of gray. I was lying in the bar ditch, praying I would die. Well, I'd come on above us and a voice called from the sky. Half a dozen unmarked cars came screeching to a halt. They got Bobby, started screaming. It was all my fault. There were many dogs and helicopters buzzing all around. They had the brothers on the big wood, be down on the ground. And Bob blew all the pieces. Randy held tight, then a black man in a suit and tie stepped into the light. He told his men to turn us loose. They put down their guns. He said, "It's just some sorry kids. They ain't the one." Right and wrong, black and white, cross the line you're gonna pay. In dawn for the light, live and die by shades of gray. They left us by the roadside, downhearted and alone. Randy got behind the wheel, said, "Boys, I'm going home." We turned around to face our fate, hungover but alive. That morning in late April, Oklahoma 95. Right and wrong, black and white, cross the line you're gonna pay. In the dawn for the night, live and die by shades of gray. Live and die by shades of gray. Live and die by shades of gray. Thank you so much. I'm doing this next song because I really like it, but also because when I was writing, I was thinking about my dad, who was born here in West Virginia, and 102 years ago. 102 years ago, he was born here, and I like this song. I like the whole feel of it, but also I love Marty's solo on this song. So it's one of my favorite pieces on a record that we've done over the years. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Marty Muse, Kim Warner, Bill Whitbeck, Tom Van Skyke, Rich Brotherton, and Brian Bacon. Charles Ray is our road manager, and he's mainly our sound man, and he does a great job with our sound, and we want to thank him.
Lay down, my brother. Take it easy, take it slow. Lay down, my brother. Rest a while, let it go.
It's a long, hard road in the wind and the rain, but you finally made it through. Odds are you'll be going again, but the odds won't be riding with you. Lay down, my brother. Take it easy, take it slow. Lay down, my brother. Rest a while, let it go. You've been working every minute, every hour, every day. Still the work is never done. The life you love is passing away, but you feel it's only begun. Lay down, my sister. Take it easy, take it slow. Lay down, my sister. Rest a while, let it go. You can rock 'em in the cradle, rock 'em in your arms, kiss their cheeks whenever they cry. You'll be waving from the doorway when they all come home, waving when they tell you goodbye. Lay down, my mother. Take it easy, take it slow. Lay down, my mother. Rest a while, let it go. It's a penny for your thoughts, a dollar for your toil, nothing for yourself in between. When the sun's beating down on a hot, dry soil, you wonder what any of it means. Lay down, my father. Take it easy, take it slow. Lay down, my father. Rest a while, let it go. Lay down, my brother. Take it easy, take it slow. Lay down, my brother. Rest a while, let it go. Thanks so much. There was a time, not so long ago, when the sun shone down on a world moving easy and slow. There was love in the air, more than enough love for everyone to have their share. Now the day has turned to night, but before we lose the light, here's what we got to do. Give your heart a day. Say you will, say you can. Don't let your love ever end. Show the world you are a friend. There is a child not so far away, living in a rubble where there ain't no place to play. Weary women, broken men, they're in a sea of trouble and they got no strength to swim. Now the day has turned to night, but before we lose the fight, here's what we got to do. Give your heart a day. Say you will, say you can. Don't let your love ever end. Show the world you are a friend. Open up your door and step into the blue. There's always something more we can do. Here's what we got to do. Give your heart a day. Say you will, say you can. Don't let your love ever end. Show the world you are a friend. Give your heart a day. Say you will, say you can. Show the world you are a friend.
Robert Earl Keen from down in Bandera, Texas. Mr. Robert Earl Keen. And the great band he always brings with him. The last CD he made was a bluegrass CD, Happy Prisoner, the bluegrass sessions on dual tone. He got a lot of CDs out there, and they're all good. He samples a lot of them. A man who has become truly a Texas legend and loved around the world. We're going to be heading to Lexington, Kentucky on Sunday, April the 3rd, and I hope that you can join us. Our affiliate WUKY is bringing us over there. We'll be at the Singletary Center for the Arts on the University of Kentucky campus. Our special guests will include the Black Lilies, Steve Forbert, and more. Ticket and more information is online at mountainstage.org and WUKY. I'd like to say a special hello to you if you're listening right now over WAER, Syracuse, New York, or WUGA, Athens, Georgia. Hope you'll be with us next time on the Mountain Stage when our guests will be Wilco, Brooke Wagoner, Joan Shelley, O. Pear, and Sean Mullins. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. You're listening to Mountain Stage on NPR. Well, thank you. Welcome to the second hour of this Mountain Stage during the great blizzard of late January 2016. And we got some brave souls that came out through this 20-inch snow in Charleston, West Virginia, to the Culture Center. During this hour, they're going to hear Guster, a great band from up in Boston, going to do an extended set for you. Rhett Miller was supposed to be with Guster, but because of the cancellation of airlines, we found out last night at 9 o'clock that Rhett couldn't make it. We only had 4 acts on this show, so we needed to find one other. And we found the only act we could find at short notice who we could afford. And fortunately, this person has a new CD. So let me introduce right now me. Sandra Groce is going to be playing the viola along with the Mountain Stage Band. The other morning at the sunrise, when the mist was on the hills and all around, I saw a beautiful gray-haired woman on the road as I drove into town. Well, I pulled over and I asked her if I could give her a lift upon her way. She said, no, thank you. I'm almost home now. I'll be all right when the mist clears away. Let the sunlight break through the darkness and let the night turn to beautiful day. Don't let the shadows turn into mountains. You'll be alright when the mist clears away. The other evening, long past the sundown, when the neon lights are flashing in the night, I saw a young man sit on a doorstep. That man was a pitiful sight. His eyes were bloodshot, his hands were trembling. I hesitated as I thought I heard him say, I know you lose some, I hope you win some. It'll be alright when the mist clears away. Let the sunlight break through the darkness, and let the night turn to beautiful day. Don't let the shadows turn into mountains. You'll be alright when the mist clears away. Well, I've been lonely, I've been angry. Sometimes I don't know just which way to turn. I've been lazy, I've been jealous. Sometimes, you know, I think I'll never learn. But deep inside me, if I listen, there's a tiny voice that always seems to say, don't be mistaken, you're not forsaken. You'll be alright when the mist clears away. Let the sunlight break through the darkness, and let the night turn to beautiful day. Don't let the shadows turn into mountains. You'll be alright when the mist clears away. Well, thank you so much. We've got a special treat for you. Now, the name of my new album is called Live Forever. And those of you who know Billy Joe Shaver and his son, Eddie, who wrote this song, know what this is one of the most wonderful songs that's been written in the last 50 years. And on the record, I do a duet with my old friend Ray Wiley Hubbard. But he is not here, and so Robert Earl Keen said he would sing it with me. So he's going to come out and join us. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna cross that river. I'm gonna catch tomorrow now. You're gonna wanna hold me just like I always told you. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Come on, Robert. Nobody here will ever find me, but I will always be around. Just like the songs I leave behind me, I'm gonna live forever now.
You fathers and you mothers, be good to one another. Please try to raise your children right. Don't let the darkness take them. Don't make them feel forsaken. Just lead them safely to the light. When this old world is blown asunder, and all the stars fall from the sky. Remember someone really loves you. We'll live forever, you and I. When this whole world is blown asunder and all the stars fall from the sky, remember someone really loves you. We'll live forever, you and I. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna cross that river. I'm gonna catch tomorrow now.
Robert Earl Keen, Billy Joe Shaver tune right there. A long time ago, Raymond Carver wrote a book called What We Think About When We Think About Love. I like the title of that, so I wrote his tongue. What do you think about when you think of love? Studying a road map of another state, then turn out the light, turn up the radio. Flying through the darkness, though it's getting late, you don't have time to wait when it's time to go. And I've heard those stories, they all seem pretty lame. I've heard those songs, but they all sound just the same. If there's one thing that I've learned from life, love is not a game. Tell me, what do you think about when you think of love? What a pretty package, such a great surprise. Open it up, tell me what you see. Do you see a stranger? Look into her eyes. Where did she go? What did she seem to be? Well, some just take it, use it like a tool. Some obey it like it was a rule. If you think that you have it figured out, I think you are a fool. Tell me, what do you think about when you think of love? Well, you think you're through, now you must begin. You say, I do. Do you know where it's gonna end? Honey, you've been away too long, now you're home again. Tell me, what do you think about when you think of love? Some just take it, they use it like a tool. Some obey it like it was a rule. If you think you have it figured out, I think you are a fool. Tell me, what do you think about when you think of love? Honey, what do you think about when you think of love? Thank you. Well, there's 12 songs on the new record, and 3 of them are mine. You've heard 2. You'll hear another one at the end. And the rest of them are people, many of whom have been on the show, and quite a few of these I actually first heard the song on the show, like I did with Live Forever with Billy Joe and Eddie when they were on a long time ago. This one I had heard the song already, but it was wonderful to realize that one of the best songwriters of our times was on Mountain Stage 3 times. He's also from Texas. I'm sure you know him, and I'm sure you know this song. Living on a road, you know, gonna keep you free and clean. So you wear your skin like iron, breath as hard as kerosene. Not your mama's only boy, but her favorite, so it seemed. Made her cry when you said goodbye. Slipped into your dream. Pancho, he was an outlaw, boys. Horse as fast as polished steel. Wore his guns outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, in the deserts down in Mexico. No one heard his dying word, but that's the way it goes. Oh, the Federales say could have had him any day, only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dusted poncho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. Ain't nobody knows. All the Federales say could have had him any day, only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Poets sing how Pancho fell. Lefty lives in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet, Cleveland's cold, so the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. Only did what he had to do. Now he's growing old. Federales say should have had him any day, only let him slip away. Out of kindness, I suppose. Old gray Federales say should have had him any day, only let him go so long. Out of kindness, I suppose. Surely one of the best songs written. last 50 years, too. We're going to do one more. Thanks so much for letting me do a set on Mountain Stage. And with my usual good timing, the CDs won't get here till next week. So, you can't buy one here. You listening there on the radio can order it, though, if you want. The way you usually order CDs. This is a song that I sang on the show once, like 20 years ago. And we got a call, believe it or not, from Bette Midler's office. And she said, "Who wrote this song that was on your show last week?" She was listening in New York. And I happened to be in the room, and I said, "Oh, Larry actually wrote that song and sang it." So then Bette got on the phone and talked to me about it and said, "Oh," I thought, what the hell she want a song like this for? But then I realized that her biggest hits, you know, The Rose, From a Distance, were really folk songs, folk anthems. So she didn't record this or I wouldn't be here anymore. Hard road gives way to the gravel and the dirt. Garden road gives way to the weeds. Good times can turn into hard times and hurt, even when you're down on your knees. And a little child can stop a mighty army. Jesus was betrayed with a kiss. There may be some grand design, but it feels like a long, hard climb. You'll have to spend some time in the wilderness. Rich man complains of responsibility. Poor man complains of the cold. They both are searching for tranquility. They think that they're looking for gold. And a little child can stop a mighty army. But Jesus was betrayed with a kiss. There may be some grand design, but it feels like a long, hard climb. You'll have to spend some time in the wilderness, where the rocks are big and the hills are steep, where the brush is thick and the woods are deep. You can ask Abe Lincoln or Robert E. Lee what a lonely place it can be. And a little child can stop a mighty army, but Jesus was betrayed with a kiss. You can take some things on faith, some things you won't escape. Bend so that you don't break in the wilderness. Be some grand design, but it feels like a long, hard climb. You'll have to spend some time in the wilderness. Thank you very much. Mount Stage Band, Sandra Groce on the viola. Now it's time to turn over the stage to the man over there on the piano, like we do every week. He's chosen the very first song Elton John had a hit on, Your Song. Please welcome Mr. Bob Thompson. Colortones.com is where you get his music. Mr. Bob Thompson, Elton John tune right there. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Philadelphia, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, Illinois, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by the West Virginia Division of Tourism, celebrating the diversity of live music in wild, wonderful West Virginia, from newgrass to indie pop at outdoor festivals or in coffee houses. Request your travel guide at go2wv.com. Additional support provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. We'd love to hear from you if you have any questions or suggestions. Our email address is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us, of course, on Facebook. You can peek behind the scenes on our Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter accounts. All of these links are at mountainstage.org. You can also hear Mountain Stage guest performances, including songs we don't have time to fit on the radio version, at NPR Music. The online address there is npr.org/Mountain Stage. Our last guests have been going for over 2 decades. They're one of the finest indie alt bands that you'll hear anywhere, and they made a great effort to get here. I've told you several times during the show about the snow. Well, they canceled the show last night, and they stayed up in Pittsburgh, and they did a concert outside of a dumpster, which drew 190,000 people watching them on the internet, and it was a lot of fun. That's the kind of band they are. That's the kind of spirit they have. Their latest is called Ever Motion, and they've been, not mainly, but a lot of acoustic before, and this one they're leaning more toward the electric, and they got Richard Swift of the Black Keys to help them produce it. It's a great record, but they're all good, and it's always fun to see them live. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Guster.
This
gone. Who knows how long is the twilight? I turn to dawn. We break, we bend with hand in hand. Hope is gone. Just hang on, hang on. Hang Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Hello, everyone out there in the universe. Time travel. All right. Thanks for having us. It's an honor to be back. We're gonna play an expedited set in the radio show format, and we will keep the extemporaneous comments to a minimum. Hit it, boys! Hit it, I said. Let's do it. Here we go. Here we go. That's it. Everyone is sleeping. Everything is perfect. This is our chance. This is our time. Come real quick. Let's feel alive, feel alive. We're no longer babies. Pure, pristine, unbroken. We learn how to walk. All I want is to fly. The game is fixed. That's being alive, being alive, being alive. That's being alive. You don't come doing it by myself. You don't care, do it by myself. Gentlemen and ladies, charlatans and perverts, they'll never confess to their crimes. Let's flip the switch and we can feel alive, feel alive, feel alive. Let's feel alive. You don't come doing it by myself. If you don't care, do it by myself. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know. There was a period of time I wrote a bunch of songs about Jesus, even though I had a bar mitzvah and I don't really believe in God. We're going to play a couple of those songs tonight just to confuse people, I think, maybe. Everybody good? Yeah. Okay. 1945, the year I was born. My mother died but left behind a son. Stay with me, Jesus, yes, you showed the way. You flew down from heaven to steal me away. 1959, two cars collide. 9 in a crash and 1 survived. Stay with me, Jesus, yes, I'll testify. You flew down from heaven to keep me alive. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. 1985, I missed a plane, which then disappeared, never seen again. Stayed with me, Jesus, stood right in my way. You flew down from heaven to save me again. Everywhere I go, they run in fear. This mortal coil, the end is near. Stay with me, Jesus, bow my head and pray. You've come down from heaven to keep me safe. You've come down from heaven to keep me safe. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming. I know it's dangerous out there, and you made it, and we made it too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Static, steady, plastic motions, lights flash, beat down, almost breathe out. Only ever found my way back. Only ever found my way back home. Empty, hollow,
saddle up next to me. We can go kicking seashells in the sky. My mind, we're never coming down. And open up a box of bees. We can go buzzing rooftops all night long. We're gone and never coming down. Yeah, well, everybody knows when it's time to disco. Gotta put the chickens in before the sun goes down. Yeah, and everybody knows when you climb the rings. Drink with the kings and queens. And it's true, I know we're never coming down. Yeah, Brian Trevor! Yeah, well, everybody knows when it's time to disco. You better put the chickens in before the wolves come out. Alright, yeah, and everybody knows when you climb the rings. You drink with the kings and queens. And it's true, I know we're never coming down. Away we go, I know we're never coming down. One, you got to hit it. One. Way to go, Brian, you're awful. It's kind of a visual joke, you know, having our drummer play the trombone super poorly. And it's not lost on us, this is a radio show. So no one's going to get that joke. And people are just going to think, wow, they were okay at their instruments until just then, and they were terrible. But then if you really think about it, it's like, it's kind of awesome. It's like, well, they've been a band for 25 years. This terrible, that's pretty cool. I kind of take some pride in being awful this long. You know what I mean? It's easy to be awful for a long time, but not to get invited back here 3 times. Thanks, Larry. Sorry. Okay, we'll try not to be a little less awful on this one. Shining like a word of art, hanging on a wall of stars. Are you what I think you are? You're my satellite.
think I got a signal that we can play 2 more, right? Is that right? We can play 2 more? 3. Whoa, 3? Holy cow. That's awesome. This is what happens when I don't talk in between songs. You can play twice as many songs. Why didn't anybody tell me? Okay, so we'll do them we'll do the other one last. Okay, like we normally do. Okay, everybody good? Okay. Unless we take more time, then we're not gonna be able to play it all, Luke.
We were young, 21, all those years ago. In came the fascination, everything's under control. Alive, untried, from thickets and from thorns. Out came a revelation, everything's out of control. Do you feel it? Feel it now, want it, but we don't know how to have it as much as anybody ever has. Wanna wake you from your dream. I wanna know just who you're talking to when you're singing in your sleep. I wanna find out what it means. Do you love me? Now we're fine, alright, but all those days are gone. We read our constellations, everything's under control. Are you tired? I'm tired. TV sparks so low. Newsman gives information, everything's under control. Feel it now, 'cause we want it, but we don't know how to have it as much as anybody ever has. Wanna wake you from your dream. I wanna know just who you're talking to when you're singing in your sleep. I wanna find out what it means. Do you love me? I got marbles in my mouth. Now the words I wanna say, but it's impossible to spit them out. I can barely make a sound. Do you love me? Feel it now, 'cause I want it, but we don't know how we have it as much as anybody ever has. Wanna wake you from your dream. I wanna know just who you're talking to when you're singing in your sleep. Wanna find out what it means. Do you love me? I got marbles in my mouth. Now the words I wanna say, but it's impossible to spit them out. I can barely make a sound. Do you love Thanks. I don't know. You need a second? Need a second? Yeah, let's do that one. That'll be awesome. Okay, thanks again. Hey, when I got the tour routing for this tour and I saw that we were doing this, I was so excited because even though I think it's been 10 years since the last time we've been here, we all remember it very well and how well we were treated and how everybody is like, they take it very seriously, but it's also pretty relaxed. So it's a real honor to be here again. So we want to thank Larry and Mountain Stage and all the dudes back there for having us back again. Yeah? You need a second?
There's a message in the skies and in the streets. Opportunity, the American dream. It's in the radio, superstars, all the reason things that feed your heart. Dairy Queen to the head of the parade. In a blink, your life could change. This could all be yours someday. 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 You come as Elvis Presley every Halloween and dream to sing along. The whole wide world will sing into the great unknown. Horatio, dire ambition, fill his heart. Take a breath and step into the light. Everything will be alright. This could all be yours someday. 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 This could all be yours, all yours someday. Someday. Thanks, guys. All right, we're gonna do one more, and then there's more stuff happening. Thank you guys for being so cool. Okay, just 1 second. We gotta change formats. We're gonna do something weird. You guys ready? Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's too high, it's too wide.
From Boston, Guster. Ever Motion is that new one. What a great band. What a fun band. What a great band to see live. If you're listening where they're coming, go out and see them live because that's the best way to hear Guster. You can buy their CDs too because they're good, but live, you can't really beat it. Our thanks to Guster, and our thanks to Robert Earl Keen, our thanks to the Westies for coming out when the weather was rough and the roads were bad, and they braved the storm to get here, and so did everybody here at the Culture Center Theater in the audience. Thank you guys for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did because you deserve it. You came out and listened to some live music, and of course, as always, special thanks to you listening there on the radio, because without you, there would be no Mountain Stage, and we never, ever forget that. We hope you'll be listening next week when our guests will be Wilco, Brooke Wagoner, Joan Shelley, Au Pair, and Sean Mullins. Don't forget, if you live in or around Lexington, Kentucky, we're going to be there on Sunday, April the 3rd, with the help of our affiliate WUKY. We'll be at the Singletary Center for the Arts on the University of Kentucky campus with special guests, the Black Lily, Steve Forbert, and more. Find out about tickets at mountainstage.org or wuky.org. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Groce and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley and Vasilia Skouras. Assistant producers Joni Deutsch. Production managers Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens. Our web producer is Josh Saul. We have production assistants from Michael Lipton, Joey Ansel, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, and Woogie. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Promotions coordinated by Michael Lipton, Adam Harris, Josh Saul, and Music and Motion Promotions. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Once again, here's some live music wherever you are, just as soon as you can. You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Another great pioneer rock and roll player, songwriter, and singer is gone. We want to pay tribute to Glenn Frey with a song that he sang lead on way back toward the beginning of the Eagles. I bet you remember this one. I like the way your sparkling earrings lay against your skin so brown. I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a billion stars all around. Here we go. I got a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing on the ground. All right, Adam over there and Ryan from Guster are going to sing us a verse.
I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. Take you anywhere you don't already know how to go. And I got a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm
Brian Kennedy, here we go. harmonica here. Bob Thompson on the piano. We got another piano player over there. Let's him take a verse here. Take it over, Luke. Rich Brotherton. Robert Earl Keen gonna do a verse.
I get this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend. This voice keeps whispering in my other ear, telling me I may never see you again. 'Cause I get a peaceful, easy feeling. I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground. We're gonna do the first verse again now. Let the Westies sing it. Here we go. I like the way you're sparkling easily against your skin so brown. I wanna sleep with you in the desert tonight, with a billion stars all around. Last time, come on everybody. I got a